Hi, and welcome back. This is part 3 of our cable stitch pattern videos, and this is basically finishing up. This will be showing you how to do decreases. And what you want to make sure is that whether you're following my class and doing this pattern or not, that you're consistent with where you started your cables and where you end it. Okay, so if you started here on a cable row, so you should be finishing right here on a cable row before you get to your garter pattern border. Okay, so right now we still have our 21 stitches. We've got 4, 3, 3, that makes 10, 4, 3, 3, that makes another 10, and then 1, so 21. Okay, so it is going to be tight because you just did your cable row right there. Go ahead and turn it around to the wrong side. It's the not so pretty work side. All right, and let me scoot it towards the front. Now, I had to put the stitches back on this needle because of only having one set of this size of needle. So they might be facing the wrong direction. Just work with me on that. Don't follow necessarily the way the stitches are holding unless I tell you otherwise. So go ahead and knit your first stitch, and then what you're going to do is this one you will follow the way that they're facing. Go from the left side and slip that stitch knitwise. And then this one, you don't have to worry about that. That's already facing the right direction. And then you're going to put your right hand needle tip through those two stitches together. Grab your ball yarn and knit them as if they were one stitch. That is your first decrease. Okay? Then you want to knit 2 stitches. Then go ahead and slip this one knitwise, and this one is also facing the correct direction, so we're going to leave that one on there. Slip this stitch back on, and then you don't even have to take your right hand needle tip out. You can just leave it in there and knit them both at once. This is called, in the knitting terms, a slip-slip knit. And the reason why is if this stitch hadn't been facing the correct direction, you would have had to slip that one. So let me go on to the next one and I'll show you what I mean by that. You would have to, let me switch this one around just so you guys can see exactly what I mean. This term would be referenced by, on a pattern, an SSK. So slip slip knit is slipping the needle knitwise once, slipping another one again, and then knitting them together. That is a slip slip knit, and it is one of the most basic decreases that you'll ever find. So after you have finished with this decrease row, you're going to do one more garter row, and then you're going to cast off loosely. And since your cast off row is the same as, it's the same form as a regular knit row would take, except that there's no loose stitches hanging, you don't have to worry about there being a third garter row border. Okay? So as soon as you're done, that'll be the end of your pattern. You just bind off like you would normally, very loosely, and that's it. Happy knitting!